It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the new Cerebral cards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM that are coming today. Now, obviously, again, I don't know. It's our last drop of a season 6 here. So a lot of times at the end of seasons, I suggest holding on to your MT. Now, if you're wondering, why, Ty? Like, why should I hold on to my MT? We haven't seen anything for a while. Like, the content's been the same for 3 months. Because if there ever was a time for 2K to switch up the content, it would be at the start of a new season. Now, am I guaranteeing that? No. I think it's likely we continue to see this type of content. But that combined with the fact that I don't think this drop is that great is one of the main reasons I would hold on to your money, hold on to your MT today. I, on my main account, have like 3.3 million MT, and I still am going to hold on to my MT because I don't see any reason to burn on him. But I'll still go over talk about all of these cards. It's interesting, Donovan Mitchell might be free today. I don't know. It's what it looks like, unsellable. Maybe that's just glitched, but if we have a chance to get a free Donovan Mitchell, that will be a W today. But we'll go over and talk about all these cards. And honestly, if you get a free Donovan Mitchell, maybe get like Dwight out of the free deluxe pack, stuff like that, then I'd be more inclined to lock in this set. Let's start off with Sim Bhullar here. Okay, Sim Bhullar 7.5. I mean, obviously, you got a card at 7.5. He's gonna be a decent enough. Problem is only a 43 ball. Defensively okay. I mean, but the only thing he's got is this height. Outside of his height, card's not going to do a ton of for you on the court again. We have seen cards like a Sim Bhullar in the past that have been able to do a lot, obviously, later on in the year. And maybe later on in the year, we will see a Sim Bhullar that can do it all. This card is just okay. Can he go out there in offline modes and play solid? Sure. But in online modes, this is not a card I probably would run if I'm you guys. So again, do what you guys got to do. Sim Bhullar is not high on my list of cards to run in my team. No. Jeremy Sochan, we've seen his release on slow throughout the year. I don't know. We'll have to see. Again, I said it after we got Aaron Gordon, after we got Evan Mobley. Like, if a release is really bad, even if on slow, it's probably not going to be great, even if it's on very quick. Like, that's the one thing I've learned throughout this year. Pro dribble style, normal leaner, but he is 6'8" at the point guard position. So you got to take the good with the bad. We'll see what that release is like on very quick. If it is good, if it is really good as far as a release or way better, remember, he is 6'8", going to defensively be off the charts good. Offensively, again, if his release is solid, I think the whole card becomes solid. Do wish his leaner was maybe slightly better. Obviously, dribble style being pro isn't great. But as far as a guy that can strictly play defense, if you have a shooting guard that can be your primary ball handler, I think Jeremy Sochan is fine in my team. Coulibaly up next. Now, if you want me to hype up a card, it's going to be this card right here in Coulibaly. Release on quick, Brian dribble style, normal leaner. Problem with Coulibaly is nothing changed as far as his SIGs, as far as his release, anything like that. Nothing changed, which is somewhat okay because he didn't need anything to really change. Gonna play really solid defense. You guys can see it here. That's gonna be the best part of the card is his defense. Great interior perimeter, great speed, defensive badges off the charts, good. 91 3-ball, good shooting badges. Is this enough to hype him up as being worth the price? I don't know. 52,000 MT. He's good. I just don't know if he improved that much. Like, obviously, the last one we saw was the Emerald, who for his time was really good. But remember, this card came out in December. A lot has changed since December. It's mid-May now, and so, I don't know. Limit your expectations overall with Coulibaly. Amen Thompson up next. Now, I know Amen's going to get some hype because he is 6'7". And he should. At the point guard position, if you have a 6'7" frame, you should get some hype. 6'7", 99 speed, 92 interior, 96 perimeter. Defensive badges are really solid. But even compare him to Sochan, I don't know if he does that much more. Amen on very quick might be nice. Pro 2 leaner is going to be fantastic. Kyrie dribble style. I'm going to give this card a lot of promise because I think that's the best word to describe it. We'll see what the Amen Thompson on very quick is like, but he does have the Pro 2 leaner. Dribble style looks okay. 84 3-ball. If you do bump it up, give him some shooting badges, I think he's going to be just fine. He needs badges more than anything, and we have so many good point guards. But at 6'7", I think Amen Thompson has a lot of potential. I don't like using the P word, but I think he's got a lot of it. D12 up next, 6'10", has 7'4" wingspan, hot spots from both corners, 97 3 ball, great interior perimeter, great rebounding, 95 speed ball, 86 ball handle, only an 83 ball. D12 based on very quick, normal leaner, Kyrie dribble style. We'll see what that release is like on very quick. We'll see. But defensively, he is going to be so good, going to be able to compete with basically everybody on the court. And one thing I really like about Dwight is his wide player model, wide player build. He could be one of the best on-ball defensive players in the entire game. Do I wish the 3 ball was higher? Sure, but if you give him a shoe, maybe have a coach that boosts it a little bit, it is A-okay in my team. Can get every badge in the game as well. I think Dwight is fine. Again, do I think he's great? I don't know, but I do think the card is more than fine in my team. D-Lo! Up next, co-op reward is D'Angelo Russell. Now, first glimpse at him, he's only 6'4". So that's the first thing I see with D-Lo. Not to say he's bad, but only 6'4", small player, model player build. Defensively, not going to be great. Does come with a movable enforcer, which is nice. D-Lo based on very quick, Pro 2 leaner, MJ dribble style. Offensively, he's going to be great. Defensively, he's going to be less than stellar. Just depends on what you're wanting at the point guard position. I just think the point guards we have in my team are just so good. Where are you finding room to play D'Angelo Russell? That's the question I would have for you. Because, again, I don't hate D'Angelo Russell. I think the card's just fine. But where is there room to have D'Lo on the court? It's the only question I have for the card. Otherwise, stat-wise, badge-wise, he looks A-okay. ISO Joe, this is the card I'm worried about. Because if you do like in the set for a dark matter, I'm worried you're going to pull ISO Joe. Now, could ISO Joe end up, if I talk about his stats, badges, be okay? Be like, you know what? I'd be fine with this card? Sure. So let's talk about it. Release. Hopefully it's not the Brandon Ingram base, but we're going to get there. Okay, well, we will get there. 97 3 ball, 95 speed, 89 interior, 92 perimeter, 95 driving dunk, good speed ball, bow handle, tendencies okay. Brandon Ingram base on very quick, normal leaner, MJ dribble style. This is the problem. This is the problem I've had with this game all year long. Because if you lock in the set and you get Joe Johnson, does this card play for you? I don't know. Even compare him to the Chris Middleton we got the other day. I mean, I think Middleton is going to be just as good as this card. And so that's the problem I have. If I get a lot of players from the set and I lock in the Cerebral set and I get Joe Johnson, I'm going to be mad. Like, straight up, I'm going to be mad. Then you go to Tim Thomas, who in years past, Tim Thomas was great. And maybe on current gen, he's fine. But I want you guys to know that LaMelo Ball base this year is just not good. It's not good. And 2K should know that. They should change the release of Tim Thomas. It's like at this stage, they're halfway just, wanting people to play on MyTEAM Mobile and know people are playing on MyTEAM Mobile. And they know Tim Thomas is going to be really good on MyTEAM Mobile. The problem is on next gen, this card's not good at all. This card's not even better than, I'm just going to throw out a name. He's not better than, Scottie Pippen Kawhi. Heck, I'd maybe even take a guy like, I don't know, I'm just going to throw out a name, Terry D over Tim Thomas. Now, maybe that's an over-exaggeration. Just saying this LaMelo Ball base is not good on next gen. So don't expect to use this card on next gen and for him to be great. Yes, defensively, he's great. Yes, he's 6'10". Yes, he's going to be able to do some things. But to me, it all starts with Tim Thomas. Where was he good? Where was he at his best offensively when he could be your primary ball handler? This Tim Thomas, not even close to what Tim Thomas of the past used to be. Big Ralph up next. 7'4", 7'8" wingspan. Does come with an 83 speed, 77 and 3 ball. Really solid interior perimeter. Defensive badges, playmaking badges, shooting badges. All those things are okay. Now I got a question for 2K. How did we go from Victor Wembanyama to Ralph Sampson? That's the only question I got. Because when you look at Victor Wembanyama, who came out on March 22nd, over 2 months ago, he is light years ahead of where Ralph Sampson's at. Light years. And that's not the way it should be. 2K should progressively give better and better cards. Like, you can't go out there and expect Ralph to compete with Wemby. You just can't. Because Wemby is so much better than the card. So, Ralph, not very good in my team. It's just another reason, like, to save your MT. Because even if you get Ralph, imagine playing Ralph Sampson over a guy like Dikembe. It just doesn't happen. You're just not going to do it. So, I mean, again, Ralph is fine. He has that 7'4" height, release-wise, DeAndre Jordan base on very quick. It's just crazy to me that Wemby and KP came out how long ago, and they walk circles around Ralph Sampson. Next up, guys, DeMar DeRozan. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, 75 base badges, 91 3-ball, 96 speed, good interior perimeter, good speed ball handle, really solid defense badges, solid shooting badges. DeMar Derozan based on very quick. Pro 3 leaner was really one of the Pro 2 leaner, but okay. MJ dribble style. Card is okay. Again, another card that is really okay, but he's not like a top 10 card in the game. There's been no Cerebral cards today that I would even consider top 20 cards in the game that we've talked about today. Paul George is probably going to change it. I think Paul George is going to be fantastic. But other than Paul George, the cards have not been it for me personally today. Oscar, the big O. 97 3 ball, 97 speed, really good interior perimeter, really good driving dunk, standing dunk. This card's one of your best point guards in the game. I'm just going to say it. Because you got to look at the pink diamond Oscar. He had his release on normal leaner. Now you're looking at this Oscar on very quick, Kyrie dribble style Pro 2 leaner. One of your best point guards in the game. I think his release is going to be better than people are going to are going to expect. And honestly, do I expect him to be the best point guard in the game? No, but I expect him to be up there. Like for me, obviously, I'll take SGA over Oscar. If you get Ben Simmons, obviously, he's going to be better than Oscar. But Oscar's not that far behind because, again, I think offensively, he's going to give you quite a bit on the court. And because of his wide player build, defensively, going to be really, really good as well. So do not sleep on the Big O in my team. If you get this card, he is going to be absolutely incredible. Next up, guys, we've got PG-13. PG-13 at the shooting guard position. You're looking at a 6'8 shooting guard, hot spots from everywhere, 97 3-ball, 97 speed. Need the Pro 2 leaner, he's got it. PG on very quick, MJ dribble style, 6'8 at that shooting guard position. Again, what else can you ask for at the shooting guard position? Honestly, I mean, he's going to be one of your best shooting guards in the entire game. You look at a movable enforcer, super important badge. Well, guess what? Paul George, he's got it on Hall of Fame. So I know I won't get this card. I won't be able to use him. But if you get Paul George, he is one of your better shooting guards in the entire game. Yes, Glenn is still better than him. Dr. J probably still better than Paul George. So if you have those two guys, no need to even, do anything with these packs today. But Paul George, really good for what he is in my team. Tim Duncan, wow. They did it with Tim Duncan. You know what? I thought there's no way Tim Duncan is going to be good, and they did it with this card. Now, this card is your only card that is a top card in the game, and he might be the best card in the game. I'm throwing it out there right now. Tim Duncan might be the best card in the game. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, Kyrie dribble style, Patty Mills on very quick, Pro 2 leaner as a 100 overall card. Now, is this card worth opening packs for? No, he's not. But it's crazy to see how they made Tim Duncan when all the rest of these cards stink. What 2K wants you to know is, look, you should rip packs for Tim Duncan. That's what 2K is thinking about in the back of their minds because these Dark Matters are not that good. Tim Duncan is the only good card from the Dark Matter or aboves. Honestly, like Paul George is okay. Paul George is pretty good. Oscar is pretty good. But the only top 10 card we got today is Tim Duncan. That's it. So if you want to rip packs for Tim Duncan, I wish you the best of luck. Just realize you are probably going to have to spend over $10,000 before you pull them. So put that into perspective. Am I opening packs today? Probably not. Again, if I do, it would just be to try to pull Tim Duncan because the rest of these cards are very mid, very mediocre at best. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. All of these cards stink. Honestly, I'm more hype. I don't even know. Did I skip over Donovan Mitchell? I think I did. Dono on very quick. Dono leaner, Kyrie dribble style. I think this card might be free, though. So if this card's free, you're getting a really good and solid free point guard in my team. So if he's free, look at Donovan Mitchell. The card could be absolutely outstanding. The rest of these cards, I think Dwight's good. Amen Thompson's good. That's where I'd look at the Galaxy Opals, Amen and Dwight, and go from there. That's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.